Alright, so what's up everyone? We are going into the 5th fight today in Thrill of the Fight, and this is going on the normal difficulty through the first playthrough. And today I've been dreading this fight, man. This guy, Charong Kitsuwan, if I said it right. Always have trouble with this guy. We'll see how this goes. But first, I've kind of got a little highlight reel of all of the knockdowns that I've done so far through this series. So just kind of sit back and enjoy the slow-mo replays. So after putting this little video together, this little knockdown segment together, you'll probably see that I've got a little signature combo move here that accounts for the majority, or at least 90% of my knockdowns, and it's that straight jab to the body, followed by a big nasty left hook. And in most cases, that left hook is already on its way to your face by the time I hit you with the jab. And the funny part is when I boxed when I was younger, this was a very common 1-2 combo that I did, and it worked a lot. Now, I'm not saying I knocked people out with it or anything like that, like every time, but it really set up some really nice hits, and I used it a lot, and I guess maybe I've kind of retained that old method. And I kind of wished I had some old videos. Maybe I'll go dig through the attic and find some old VHS tapes or something, but you know, back when I was boxing, you didn't have you know, cameras on your phone or digital cameras. You had big nasty camcorders you carried around. So maybe I can find some old stuff when I was a kid, when I used to box. And I don't think I have anything from the Army because, again, we didn't really carry any of that stuff with us. But either way, that little combo is kind of my signature move on here, and it seems to work a lot, man. I will say that I really did enjoy putting the slow-mo replay, this little knockdown sequence together. It was pretty fun to just kind of see how everything is playing out and kind of see the patterns and whatnot from doing this. And I plan to actually add to it as we progress. Maybe after 3 or 4 more fights, I'll do another segment or maybe just a video with just all my knockdowns, because really when you do them in slow motion, if I go all the way through the game, and I'm going with TKOs here, getting 3 knockdowns, 4 or 5 knockdowns a match, you're talking about a full-length video, really, of just highlight reels. So I think maybe I'll end up doing that at the end of the first pass-through here. Alright, so I hope you kind of enjoyed this little knockdown reel I put together. I had a lot of fun making this. So now on to Charong Kitsuwan. Man, I've been dreading this fight. This guy, I have a hell of a time with him every time I fight him. And it's because of that height and reach. I actually practice on the heavy bag and whatnot, trying to get my punch ranges going and all that good stuff, and where I'm actually hitting, because this guy always seems to hit through. Sometimes I feel like it's a glitch and whatnot, that he just hits through everything, no matter where my gloves are, and it usually drives me nuts. This guy is usually always knocks me down. So I tried to start this fight off kind of going in quick and get my range, but then I started having connection issues. And I don't know if it was virtual desktop or what, but I totally just like hung up, and the screen froze on me. And I thought actually I was going to lose my connection, and I got lucky, and it kept me there. So I know sometimes while I'm streaming to my PC, if Oculus is doing updates or downloading a whole bunch of game updates and stuff, it really just destroys my stream. And I thought I had it turned off, but I think it was running some updates, because I had already actually fought this guy for a round just before this fight, and I lost my connection, and I know Oculus was doing a bunch of stuff, so I had to restart the fight and start everything over again. So this first round I was having a lot of trouble with my connection, and my Guardian also quit working. I couldn't tell where I was. So luckily I have a really big play area that I moved to, and I kind of wasn't worried as long as I just stayed in kind of my area and didn't do too much moving around, so I didn't trip over the fireplace or go into the couch or a TV or everything else I've got in the living room there. So either way, I ended up surviving here and getting my connection back. So my thing with this guy was I didn't want to stay back at his range because I couldn't hit him. So I was trying to stay in close, and he was just, every time he throws a punch, he always throws 2 or 3 or 4. So you have to be really careful when you're fighting this guy. I was really trying to get my range, and hitting up at him was kind of really screwing me up. Plus these connection issues were just really getting me frustrated. I was really frustrated here. And so either way, I was kind of developing like how I wanted to do this. Do I want to do a jab and slip and come at him with a hook or something, or it was getting pretty hard for me to figure out what I was going to do. And I finally decided that since if you move forward at him, he likes to start throwing punches. So I just decided, I think I'm going to go in with kind of like that signature combo that I had in that highlight reel there, which is the jab to the body and a hook. But since he's so tall, I'm actually going to have to do more of a really big overhand over the top, and while I'm actually down in the middle of my jab. So that was going to be my plan going into this next round.
Get off of him.
So like I usually do, I came into this round just kind of throwing some quick punches and just kind of some flurries here to just kind of wear him down, and it didn't last very long because his counter combos and everything just pretty much shut me down. So I was having trouble starting off. My rhythm was really thrown off here, and he was kind of controlling the pace because no matter what I did, I ran into a punch of his. And I was still getting just a little bit of hang up on lag and stuff, especially when I tried to move really fast, like to my left or right. So I had to quit doing that and just kind of stand in his path, and it was kind of hurting me, man. I was also wanting to work my defense a little bit better too with him and just work on some counters. My combos were finally starting to land here when I decided to slow things down. And of course, here comes a lag. Just like every time I caught a break, man, the connection issues would start up again. And I was running at about 750, 800 megabits per second on my stream, so I was doing fine as far as the connection goes. But I just think there's a lot of stuff running in the background that was just eating me up. So these connection issues were really kind of hurting me. I was on the verge of a knockdown here, so I was having to back off, and I started landing some really good hits, and then just lo and behold, another lag spike, and luckily it paid off. I started hitting with these really dark orange hits, and bam. And man, that was a huge overhand left too. I mean, that thing was just right on target. And those were the combos I was looking for. Very similar to my right jab and that left hook, only because he's so tall and I have to close in so much distance that it's the same, only I've got a really wide overhand. And it paid off, man. 2 or 3 of those in a row, and he was going to hit canvas. And of course, as you can see here, I'm really trying to score that second knockdown. Just doing the same thing, just a jab, right jab, and a left hook. And again, he kind of shut me down, man. I had to back off. So again, my Guardian quit working, so I had to spend all my time recentering and all that stuff, and all that's cut out here in the round. So and that's exactly how I wanted to start the round off, man. Just come in, just swinging hard, landing as much as I can to wear him down and get the first knockdown as early as possible. And of course, I came in for the second one as strong as I could, and he just wasn't having it, man. He was hitting me with some counters that just kind of made me have to back off and kind of rethink my strategy here. So in case you're wondering why I'm narrating and I've got subtitles running at the same time, this is in case somebody is hard of hearing or whatever and has to kind of go off of subtitles, or they're watching with the volume down. So if you're wondering why I'm spending so much extra time narrating and throwing the subtitles in, that's why, to kind of catch anybody who may not be able to hear the audio. So there were those overhands I was talking about that I was trying to get on him, and they were landing, man. It was only a matter of time. Yeah, so that time that was not lag. I just straight got comboed right to the face, and I'm surprised that he didn't knock me down with that one. And man, you can really see the height difference here, man. This guy's like a giant compared to me. So this was kind of a cool knockdown because I threw like 4 left hooks, big left hooks too, and finally caught him on the chin with one and put him down, and he was down for a while too. And I actually thought he was going to get counted out and it was going to be an official KO because, I mean, look how long he's down, but he made it back up, man, just at the last second. Yeah, and that did it there, man. That ended his night. And 15 seconds left, but I got a TKO, so I'm 100% on KOs pretty much on my record. But I'll tell you what, I was really worn out in this fight. Today, for some reason, I was gassed, man.
Your winner by technical knockout, the red corner.
So this is the first time I actually had a scorecard that was not consistent. I actually, the third judge there actually had me just barely winning by rounds. As far as the punch counts go and everything and the damage, we were running pretty neck and neck for a while. And the game did kind of bump me up in the second round, but the third round, he kind of took me back. I say he, but the game kind of took me back. And threw quite a few punches here, man. Like, it seems every opponent I go, the next one up, I have to throw more and more punches. And he threw quite a few punches too. He didn't land quite as many. I seem to be averaging about 33% punches being landed on me, so my defense is about the same. But this was a pretty good fight, and I'm glad that I KO'd him too, or TKO'd him. So thanks for watching, and we're going to see you guys on the next fight. That's going to be a good one too.